Hi, it's Malcolm here and welcome to another PR Ratings update video. So I'm working on version 3.12 at the moment. There's been a lot of work going on behind the scenes. We've been upgrading servers and all sorts of things. So it hasn't been the quickest update, this one, but I wanted to get a lot of other stuff done before I started on the next phase of upgrades and things like that. So although it appears to be slow, there are a lot of other things going on, so hopefully the benefits will be reaped shortly, if that's the right way of saying it. Anyway, okay, so in this video what I want to talk about is the new AOR feature. Now, I've done a lot of research into pricing, and if you've seen the finding value system that I've shown a few times, you'll know that that seems to be doing quite well. And that was based on pricing information, and basically what I've done is I've read different things around the web and talked to a few people that I know and sort of come up with my own kind of rating or price rating. So basically it's only on handicap races at the moment because I got the most information, but basically I created this price here, and this is what I feel should be the price of this runner. So that's what price ratings are basically all about, is you come up with how pricing the runner yourself, and then you look at the actual price and you decide if it's value or worth value or not. So in this case, so I've said that, or my ratings come up with that this horse here should be around the price of 8.04, but as you can see it's only 3.45 at 11 AM. So according to my rating, that's not very good value. On the other hand, if you look at Moonstone Rock, I've got should be a price of 8.04 and it's 14.5. So you could argue that that's value, but it's not as straightforward as that, as pricing never is, because I've made it up. I've used some information and hopefully I'm pretty close to it, but I've kind of worked with an average, and there's probably a top end and a bottom end or something like that as well. So it's not perfect, but the idea is that it gives you something to go by. Now, it will probably be more accurate most of the time, roughly on the top 5 ranked or 4 ranked or something like that. Especially with BSP, as you go further out, the prices start going, pretty silly. Although, some of mine are as well. So you could argue that maybe BSP isn't that bad. It's taken me quite a lot of work to get as much information in the database as I can. So, what we've got is what we got, basically. And yeah, so it just becomes another rating. So let me show you how it works. So basically you can base it on the 6 or 11 AM price, and you can either go greater or less than or equal to. Equal to probably won't get you many selections, because if any, on most days, because basically the chances of my price being exactly the same as another price are probably pretty slim. So let's just say that we were looking for runners with value. So, and we felt anything +1 on my price would be value. So if we go and do that and have a look. Okay, so if we look down, these are the runners based on early BSP that are better than the prices I've said they should be. So 6.4, that one's better. 8.22, although presumably that became a non-runner. 8.04, 13.5. So if we go down, there's obviously lots of runners, and if you go right down, you can see that basically it's a minus, big negative, so you wouldn't want to do that. If we go to say 3, and if we let's stay at 1, but what we're going to do is restrict the runners. So we're only going to look at the top 5 in the betting. Okay, and we're going to do that on both. So we're just dealing with the top 5 all the time, and so we're going to do that again and see what we get. Now, I've not really played around with this too much, So again, you know, like in the top 5, these are the ones that are actually better value than I am saying they should be. Okay, and you can see that it's up and down, up and down. This month hasn't been very good. Not much. Well, there's 25 points overall, which I don't know if it's good or not, but it just goes to show there could be some profit here somewhere. So if we put that up a little bit, say to 2, let's see what happens then. And we go again, and obviously we've got less selections now. And as you can see, it had a great big fall at some stage, and then has gradually worked its way back up into profit, where you can see minuses and minuses and minuses. So I'm not saying it's going to be perfect. It's just another feature that you might be able to use. It may work better against the 11 AM prices than the 6. So a quick look, see what happens there. So yeah, so based on the 11 AM prices, it's actually had a bit of a weird fall, and then has gradually moved up over the last few months. So we've got something there to work with, I suppose. And then if we start looking at other filters, maybe there's something else we can do with them. As I said, I haven't had much chance to have a look at it, but yeah, so that's basically it. It's a new way of, or it's my way of coming up with pricing. And I hope you find it useful, as all the filters I put in there, I try to make them useful, and hopefully this one will be useful. So I don't know quite when I'm going to release version 3.12. It is available to anybody with version 3. If you'll see, sorry, version 3.11. There's a link at the top of that version that will take you to this one. Just remember, if you do create any systems in version 3.12, especially using the newer filters, these Dobbin filters and this one here, then they won't work with 3.11. Just remember that it's not backward compatible, so be careful with that. Okay, if there's any questions, let me know, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.